I'm done. Okay.
It had to go there. It had to go there. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
His name is Kris. My name is Guillaume. Welcome to Thomann's Guitars and Basses. Is back from holiday. I'm back from holiday. It was lovely.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely lovely for the both of us. Different holidays. We don't go together. We also have some time apart.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year, yeah. Hope you're all doing good.
Guillaume is a sir now.
I'm
a lord.
I was made a lord over my 30th birthday. Steve is here. Hey, Steve. I'm Scottish now, partly, actually. Amanda is here as well. Matze is here. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you guys.
Yeah,
oh my God, Steve did the funniest thing. So he was there last live stream, and we were talking about the Harley Benton stuff.
Yeah.
And he actually sent me a text afterwards, and he was showing me like a video he did, because during the Harley Benton 25th anniversary live stream, we did we joked about doing a demo for the lanyard. You know, like the lanyard with the badge.
Yeah, exactly.
He actually did it.
That's
he
him.
Actually did it.
I've seen that video. I watched that video.
That
I was like,
so sick.
Is this really just gonna be about that?
No, that was hilarious. I've
seen that. Yeah.
Hey, Steve, good to have you again. TB Blues, hi from Sweden. Hi, Sweden.
Ooh.
How are you doing? Greetings from Hungary.
See us about.
What he said. Any Frenchies? No. All right, no money.
Oui. I could try.
Oui.
Baguette.
Yeah, it's good to have you guys. Good to see you. Hope you're all doing great on this splendid sunny Monday.
Oh yeah. And soon to be stormy, I guess.
Maybe. We might get some thunder, whatever the heck you get in Canada, Amanda.
We will get definitely some Marshall-esque kind of stormage.
Yes, stormage.
Here in the room, because we have a plan. We have a little setup here. The JCM 800 combo, which is the SC220C. That's the full name. SC20C.
Probably, it doesn't say on the front.
Yeah, it just says JCM 800, which is essentially what it is. It's the smaller 20-watt version of the JCM 800, and it has one speaker, a 10-inch speaker. That's the built-in speaker in the combo. And we have a 4x12 Marshall cap here, the 1960 slant, like the top.
Which has
four
speakers.
12-inch speakers. So it could be more radical if we had like an 8-inch in the combo, but come on, let's stay realistic. 10 inches already a tiny one for guitar players.
Yeah, I feel like that's already going to be a big enough of a gap. Lately, we've been doing a whole lot of videos about cranking amplifiers. Is the new one out?
Yeah. The small
okay,
is also out.
Yeah,
the small version.
I forget.
You're on holidays.
So much.
And we also did the open back, close back cabinet situation and everything. So now we thought like, okay, of course in the room, it's a massive difference between a 4x12 and a small combo.
Yeah.
Clearly. But what if you close mic them and just put them on stage? Is that gonna be still relevant? Or is it just gonna sound different? Is it gonna be a bigness? Like, that sounds like a huge guitar amp, and the other one just sounds really sweet and good.
Or is tiny guitar. I just want to cuddle it.
Or is it just going to be two different flavors of the same thing, and you can EQ it to do whatever?
We don't know.
That's the question. And it's going to be a kind of a blindfold test for you guys.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you.
We're just going to play one and then the other, and then ask you how they compared. Was it just a tonal difference or bigness?
Bit of a game for you at home. We're bringing the entertainment to you. Hello, everybody. Krenau, hi. Hope you're good as well, mate. Sunny and 29 here in Ontario. That is very good to hear. 29, like
29. That's Celsius,
freedom.
Right? Yeah, I think that's Celsius.
Amanda is civilized. She's using the right units.
Dangerous waters.
Sorry. Freedom degrees or regular degrees? Let us know. Yeah, okay, so bit of a game for you guys. We're gonna start playing, then we'll do a little switcheroo in the back of the amp. There's nothing that's really gonna point out to whatever, there's no visual clues. So you're just gonna hear both and you're gonna let us know what you think. We'll use it without any pedals at first.
Yeah, okay.
And then we'll do a round with some boost in front, some reverb,
like
delay or something.
Play both the guitars. Which do you wanna hear first?
Yeah.
Should it be the gold top or should it be the butter of all the scotches?
The butter of all the scotches. Yeah, let us know. I don't know. We can start before they give their opinion, really.
unless
Celsius, the
an
best
opinion
way.
comes
I knew it.
immediately.
Aaron's saying hi from Ireland. Hi, Robert from Coos Bay, Oregon. Coos Bay. I mean, Oregon, like all the like. I don't know how to pronounce those. I never know. Is it Coos Bay? It's just like Arkansas.
Yeah,
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Bonjour de France. Oh, we finally have a Frenchie. Beautiful. and you without pedals, is that allowed? No, we're making an exception today.
We force him. He's chained to those.
I'm not happy. Clearly, you can see.
Okay, 1+ for the Tele and no other reactions. So yes,
Then
it's
you
going to be Tele. Am I?
No pedals.
Yes. Also.
I'll do the old sneaky switcheroo.
Yes. We'll start with whichever is active now, and then G will swap the speaker cables behind the combo, and then we'll do the thing. But we do some adjustments on the EQ, and I think that's why I should do the changing. Oops, you lost the mic. Because we will adjust the settings on the combo slightly to make it sound as close as possible for the player, which is a realistic way of using it. Because obviously a huge cab will have a different type of mid-range, low end, etc. We want to make it sound as good as possible for whichever speaker we're running it through, right? So it's going to be minor tweakage. I'll go for it. But first, a riff.
Sorry.
All right. Awesome Tele
Vive la
sound.
France.
Louis, thank you so much.
Louis from South Texas, wasn't it?
Ooh.
I think
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Yeah. From South Texas.
All right, so yeah, you've heard both sounds without any pedals, without minor tweakage to the pre, but nothing in front, just same guitar, same pre. Only difference here is the speakers and the speaker box,
The cabinet,
enclosure.
exactly.
So we have some votes in. Steve is already saying that the first one sound like the 412, second sounds smaller, can't explain. Second one more boxy, wrong.
Okay.
Question mark?
Okay. Yeah, those are good inputs already.
Yeah.
There's a question even. Does it feel like this amp? Does it feel in the room as loud as 1 amp plus extension cab or louder? It's a really, really loud 20 watts.
Yeah.
It's
hard to say because
if you crank it more.
The extension cab makes a difference, but it's nothing like, I think, I don't know, it's also hard with dBs, like it's not really straightforward, it's just, you know, exponential and all, so.
And also it depends on the output. Every amp will sound a bit louder on 4 ohms, like if you connect it to a speaker with 4 ohms compared to its internal one, which is 16 ohm.
Yeah.
That one speaker that's built in. So it's gonna be a different perceived volume anyhow. But if you use the internal speaker in the room, it will sound like a combo.
Yeah.
Compared to like a 2x12 combo or a huge 4x12. So that's of course always gonna be noticeable for the player. And as for like being mic'd, that's you know, you should tell us.
Yeah,
because we don't hear that.
You guys are telling us. We're not ignoring you. We're just gonna wait a little bit because we're.
Yeah, and I think before we reveal anything, let's play the Les Paul. And without pedals, let me just go back to the other one. So the first one is gonna be the same first one as with the Tele, and that is. Are you ready?
I am. Listen.
Well, in that case, oh, come on. Go! Nice.
I don't know if that was nice. That was something.
Okay, go. Nice.
How do the dynamics feel? Different when playing? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Massive
Yeah.
difference in playing. Same again. First one's better.
First
Second
one sounds
lame.
bigger. Says Timmy.
There's more empty.
It says Timmy.
Timmy. Second is more empty, fizzy. First one is more balanced. Okay. I think it's a pretty unanimous result.
Yeah,
It's super interesting because we really do not have your perspective at all. Like we have them in the room, and it's going to be a different thing.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice to see that the consensus is just. Yeah, it's
pretty
there.
much 100%.
You'll seem to agree.
Yeah.
Should we just?
Yeah, totally, of
Yeah,
course, because
yeah.
it's also there's something else that I want to mention about our rig, how
Yeah.
we are recording everything or sort of amplifying everything.
You were all fooled. We were playing the Soldano the whole time. No, I'm
no,
kidding.
it was a camper the whole last
It was a
year.
camper. It's behind there.
No. So the first one was the amplifier section of the combo through the 4x12. So
Yes.
it's exactly how you guys heard it, and I'm really impressed. This shows first that you are amazing people with good ears. Second, that our microphones are ridiculoso.
They are absolutely
They just
ridiculous.
literally transfer everything that we hear, and we barely ever have to mix or fix anything in the mix, let's put it this way. That's why I'm really, really happy with our videos, because
We don't have post.
Yeah, it's literally barely any post-production. It's crazy how honest our recording rig sounds, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And the second amp was the combo with its built-in 10-inch speaker, which is, I mean, come on. If we had like a 1x12 combo, it would have been a bit harder. A slightly oversized 1x12, that's already a little tougher on
For
the
sure,
ears,
yeah.
because that's already a really nice and full sound. Not as big as a 4x12, but killer.
But trust me, that 10-inch combo sounds a lot better if you don't have to carry the full 12.
Yeah, totally. And also, it's just right at the height of our ears right now, which is not nice.
No.
Usually you would want to have an amp lower, like belly height, because the beam is just cutting this poor guy's head off. So the thing I wanted to mention is the mic we are using. It is possibly the most accurate, flat, full range mic you could ever buy. This is the craziest Neumann ever, the U67, which is a super nice and expensive tube mic. And it literally has, as far as I can tell, a super flat frequency response from way down to way up. So you will hear through these mics a lot of differences in terms of low end, airiness of that low end, how deep the rumble is. You will hear the fizziness, you will hear the nice presence, you will hear the upper mids, the lower mids, everything through these mics much more than if it was just an SM57, which mainly focuses on the mid-range, which is the nicest frequency out of all the guitar frequencies. That's why everyone uses
Arguably.
there's a good reason for that being so beloved and still being used so much, because that mic captures the most important frequencies of a guitar amp, and that's the most useful one on stage anyhow, and even in studios. But with these mics, you had the chance to hear more than on most recordings, actually.
For sure. Yeah, a lot of that's going to be cut.
I'm done. It was long, but I'm through with it.
That's good. No, but it's, better out than in, as my grandma used to say. She still says it, by the way. Sorry. Hi, Thomas. Okay, someone was asking for the 110 clean, which is definitely doable. We can do that. Before we do that, though, because it's dialed in with a little bit of gain, I think we should definitely do a round with the boost in front.
Oh yeah,
because that's going to change quite a lot of the nature of the mid-range and just where the amp is going to be pushed. It's also, in my experience with the combo, the louder it is, the better it gets. The best sounds that I've had, this is a combo that I originally ordered for the Hit the Tone videos and that I have overused on Hit the Tone. If you know, you know. And that I was running pretty much all the time, just fully gunned, just because it does sound really good when it's like that. So yeah, a little bit of a boosty round, and then we'll do some clean, or clean-ish at least, rounds, right?
Yeah,
right?
Totally. Yeah,
right?
You wanna do it?
Right.
Okay.
This
is gonna be the combo.
Yeah, this is the combo, but boosted.
Yeah, with the bonsai on an 808 Tube Screamer type.
Your basic green pedal.
Yeah.
Actually, start me without, and then put it on.
Okay.
That way they have a better, understanding of what the pedal does, which is what we're all after.
Go for it, go for it. Filth.
I like the Tele more. You don't have to be rude.
Yeah, well, but you can also be right at the same time. So,
can be honest. How would the combo sound with a pint of lager resting on top? Definitely, It's definitely better.
Oh yeah. More wet.
And do we have a lager?
We have a huge warehouse, which is
lager and German humor.
You see, I'm learning. Barely living here for 15 years, and I'm learning.
I know.
I'm getting better.
Transistor radio. Yeah, I mean, okay. It's. I'm gonna say a few words, just to.
How many?
You'll count. Let me know at the end of that sentence. I think that outside of the sound, there is definitely something to playing a 412 that is hard to replicate in any situation, in any context. There is a feel to having so much more air pushed out that is hard to just imitate. The 112, the 110 in our particular case sounds awesome, and it's an amp that I really, really love. But you cannot expect that to produce,
that
because
kind of
that
low
just
end,
comes with the size. There's physics involved. There's science that we don't understand, but that is here.
But we know that it's somewhere in there.
So yeah, but I'm actually I'm glad that it's also showing through, you know, the recording, like in a way that in that comparison would be a little unfair to the combo, because you've heard so many great guitar tones like the Led Zeppelins and the Rolling Stones and all those massive guitar sounds that came out of like 5-watt Supro amps, or like Princeton cranked and this and this and that, and it's just like they have their own thing. Absolutely. And they can, because you don't need all that bottom end in a mix. No, that's definitely something else, like in isolation.
Listen to all the big 4x12 players, especially classic rock. You will not have low end on the guitar tone.
No.
At all. Maybe live a bit more, just to push a bit more air, but on the recordings, if you listen to all the AC/DCs and Slash recordings and everything, it's an awesome sound. Everything is in there, but don't ask for a lot of low end. It's gonna be that awesome mid range and the presence that will cut through, and all the low end is just gonna be all the other instruments, which is how it works. So a small combo, as I said, it gives you everything. I've seen a comment saying like the small combo does the right thing. I think it was Matze. Recording wise, the combo does the right thing. Tally all the way. That's also true. But yeah, that's the thing with a small combo. It already has those frequencies you do not want to remove. And do not have a lot of those that will end up being sort of tamed in a way. So that's the thing. That's
Dual
cool.
full stack. Yes, that is the way. Gio, man, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Get back to work. Get back to work. Sorry, I'm not your mom. Get back. You know, you seem to be getting back to work. So good luck with that. But dual full stack.
Get back to work. Sorry, we are very much in a Monday mood today, and we just realized that we forgot our brains at home this morning. So hey,
it's been a long day.
But it's so nice to have you guys around. You really cheer us up.
Totally. You really do. You really do. There's a point to be someone mentioning 212s as well.
Oh yeah. Hi. That's me.
Yeah.
That's my jam.
212 is definitely a healthy in between, and I think, you know, the kind of the best of both worlds. Like a 412 is maybe more enjoyable to play, but the difference between a 4 and a 2 in a mix, even more so if you have like a, you know, regular sized and or oversized, slightly oversized 212. Like you're not gonna miss anything from the 4 except for maybe like a little bit of mojo. Like from
actually, Teemu, I'm talking to our audio guy who is listening, hopefully.
Maybe.
Hello.
Hey, Teemu, can we connect the one of the Harley Benton 2x12s just to show what we were talking about?
Yeah.
Is the fourth one the on my side? Is that cool if I connect it?
With that mic?
The first from the left on my... sorry, your side, Kris' side.
Absolutely. Cool. Then I'll do that. You just...
the first from the left, but like clockworks. We're going, you know... Sorry,
this guy.
This guy. Yeah, let's point at it. That'll be easier. I left my brain on an asteroid ages ago. God, I miss it. I, you know, bandmates like small speakers. Yes, they tend to do that. they don't know what's good, really. But no, again, like if you have any doubt about our absolute love and passion for smaller amplifiers cranked on 10, that video came out, and it was a whole lot of fun because it just doesn't come with all the downsides of having all the downsides, but the downsides of having giant amplifiers on 10, which is, you know, dangerous. It's a hazard for your health and the ones around you. And they just sound epic. Like there's so much to be said about like a small combo being cranked. And if you enjoy that, go check out that video. Are you still? Oh,
I think so.
I think it's you. I think it's you though. Yes.
Cool. Teemu, are we ready to rock and roll?
Yes.
Nice, thank you. So the first one is gonna be without the bonsai. So it's just the amp through the 2x12 cabinet, and then I'll maybe turn it on for some more gain and probably activate the gold top.
Me, it is I.
What? Oh. That guitar sounds really good still.
Yeah, it does.
Oh god. Okay, so that was the
horrible playing.
First the Tele, then the Les Paul going into the JHS Bonsai, a green pedal, very much green pedal, going through the amp side of the combo, and then going into that Hardband 2x12, which has the mixed speakers. So one is a V30, Vintage 30, and the other one that's actually mic'd is the Creamback 65, which is a very nice and full sounding speaker. We love that cab and use it all the time for obvious reasons. You just heard it. I think if that didn't sound awesome, then I will eat my hat.
And you
or slash his hat.
No, but like seriously, I think it's obviously going to be less drastic of a comparison between that and the 412, and 212 is, in my humble opinion, the way to go. Someone was asking earlier, how are the sales of 412 these days?
Yeah, I read it. Yeah,
it's like it's hard to say,
but they're doing fine because there's still plenty on the market.
Still so visually iconic.
Oh, yeah.
There's, you can say anything you want about the sound. Most people are using campers anyways. We don't care. It's like, but there is something to sitting next to an amp with a full-size head and a full-sized cab and playing that. Not necessarily just for volume, but there's also a lot about having like the headroom. That 4x12 and that the amount of wattage that it can take will give you a lot more clean headroom. And there was, like, I still remember that episode on that pedal show where Mick was describing why he was going for, when he was, gigging in the beginning, like, and he was going for higher wattage amps, always higher. It was like, because even 100 watt was kind of limiting in amount of clear headroom that you could get.
Especially with humbuckers.
If you want to stay clean with humbuckers and you have, like, the more headroom you can get, you don't need to crank it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not the
about the volume.
objective.
It's about the limitations
yeah.
of the clean headroom. Yeah.
Exactly.
Obviously, yeah, true. My favorite 4x12 are two 2x12 next to each other because that's like the widest, killer sound ever.
Some medieval skiffle licks. Yeah, sure, Kris will do that. It's like driving a classic muscle car. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I 100% agree with that.
And of course, the fuel consumption is not going to be awesome. And you know what? If I had the money, I would so have a 69 Corvette.
Well,
so
that's
much.
arguable, but 60.
Well, 67 to 69, you choose.
60,
whatever.
66 or 67.
The ones with
Impala
the
SS.
lamps, the headlamps, those not Corvettes.
Oh yeah. No.
Are those Camaros?
Yeah.
Camaros,
No,
where
no,
the
no.
headlights, opened.
Let's agree to disagree.
Camaro. Let's
But
agree on a Camaro.
It's the feel is the same. You don't do it because it makes sense. You do it because it's cool.
Yeah.
Period.
FHR user Soldano cab is also 2x12, by the way. Yes, it is. It's a sort of slant vertical 2x12. So on the top right and the bottom left, those are two speakers in like a 45-degree angle, and it's an amazing cab. We could have used that as well, but the one that we use for years now is the mixed cab, the Harley Benton cab. So we just plug that in. Also,
it's a good standard. If you watch any other of our videos, this is kind of like the baseline for every sound we get. The Soldano.
And also, it's a top seller, so there's a good
That's
chance
true.
you have one, or you know someone who has one, or you are planning on getting one. So it's a good reference, right?
I would also prefer an all-classic Mustang to a Lamborghini. See, Mustang, at least that guy's got better taste than you do.
Oh, come on, you Ford guys.
I'm sorry,
drive a Ford.
Özgur, I'm going to butcher your name, so I'm going to call you mate from now on. And you're the man. I like that. Can you pull in an orange cab?
Oh, gosh.
At some point we can, yeah.
You lift it.
We don't have one in the studio. They're really heavy, but I do like an orange cab. Like they do something different to the mid-range. Like
totally.
the orange speakers and the old ones, like the vintage made in the UK stuff. They have a.
Even the current ones, they have just a very different pushed mid-range and not as much of a low end as, for example, the Harley cab or a Mesa cab would have. So in that term, closer to a Marshall cab, but has a very like dry, really cool mid-range, like a not sizzly at all. It's more of like a really hard, I don't know.
See, 69 Chevelle SS, yet another man with good taste.
Okay.
I like you guys. I like you very much. I had a vertical
Anything
212, prefer it over horizontal. Oh wow, that's another debate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, vertical is more practical because
takes
you
less
hear more of
space
yourself
on-
because it's not just blowing under your knees some air.
That's true.
It comes closer to your ears, which means that you don't have to crank the amp that much and you hear yourself. So vertical is more practical. Also on small stages,
True. What's your favorite classic muscle car? Let's just turn this whole live stream into something completely different. All right? And if you can, please specify which kind of engine you want in there, like the engine option, because...
But let's not go down the Ford or...
No, Ford and
or
Chevy, whichever. Ford and Chevy. I'm not, let's not discriminate.
Oh, wow.
If you want it to run, it's a different issue. No, sorry.
Now that both of our current series have like a Ford commercial style intro.
Oh my god. That went sideways real quick.
If you watch any of our Monday regular or Tuesday regular
for me,
or Thursday regular videos, you'll see those intro videos. We got some inspiration from old commercial music.
Skoda Octavia. Oh, Steve. I like that. There's a simplicity to it, and there's a beauty.
And also there's an RS, which is kind of fun to drive.
I've been touching the whole switch turned with it.
Okay,
I'm not
don't just let it go.
No, let it go.
It's just getting worse.
Okay, so
that's killer. What do you want to play?
I would like to give the 212 another, or maybe, you know what? 212 and then back to 110 and see if that's as drastic of a difference than from the 110 to 412.
Okay. So 212 first, then the combo 110.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So that's gonna work because that's connected already. And
I know, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah.
Now
You're
I'm. Okay.
I have the feeling this is gonna be drastical. Even though I gotta say that the 1x10 combo from the side, when you're not in front of it,
Yeah, when you're not in
it's a
front, it's
really
much
enjoyable
better.
sound. It sounds much fuller than when you're in front of it, which is obvious. I mean,
70 shut off. Yeah, of
We're
course.
still doing the car
Of course,
car
the
thing.
454. Amanda. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, that was. I think that was about as shocking of a difference as between the 412 and the 110. So if you're looking for a cab, or if you have a combo and you're wondering what's the point, is it really going to
which is going to be a real upgrade.
Yeah. I think it's definitely something that's worth considering. Even if you want to keep the combo, you could very well just do what we're doing right now, pull a speaker cable between the combo and the thing. Like, it's more cumbersome. You have, more things to carry. That's,
always
one thing. But the sound difference is just everything. Like that's pretty massive. Even the amount of gain and the gain structure, like the way it was pushing those like speakers was much more like.
It changed everything.
Like
it's not just the
chewy
low
and
end.
creamy, like,
it had
it was
that,
everything.
that real mid range, that chug range. Is it? I think.
The 83 JCM 800 112 single channel I had. Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Don't sell that. No, he sold that, but yeah, whoever bought that from you, Marcelo, I hope they still have and they know.
There's something. Is that French? Benito Solomita? No. Kris, la tua Telecaster è tutta originale. Yes, it's Italian. Where's our Italian dude?
I think so.
I think the question is if it's an original Tele.
Yes. And his 51 no-caster.
51 no-caster non suona così aggressiva.
It's
not as aggressive. Can we actually understand Italian without speaking Italian?
I think we're fluent in Italian now. That just happened. Oh my God. Just explain that it's not a real Telecaster.
So it is a 53 reissue. It's a custom shop, so it's not a cheap guitar, but it's nowhere as crazy expensive and whatever as an actual vintage one. It's not vintage. It was built in 2016, so now it's 7 years old.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big boss, and it has the black guards, like no caster, hand-wound custom shop pickups.
Yeah.
Super vintage. And it just, I don't know why it sounds so beefy.
It's a chunky guitar for sure. It's hard to say as well when you start comparing them to originals because they're all so different from one another. Like I've had everything from 51 to 54 Teles.
Like vintage ones.
Vintage ones that I haven't had. I've played, sorry. Very important notion here. I have played almost every year, and from one year to the next, or one model to the next within the same day, the differences are just massive. And one of them's going to be a lemon, the other one's going to play like a dog, and the other one is just going to be the holy grail of 51 no-casters, whatever.
I don't know why these are hand-wound, so there are probably little differences between each and every pickup they hand-wind because of the tension they have, because of the amount of windings they do. whatever. But I think this is a fairly normal, really nice Tele. Like I played a couple of other custom shops.
Very basic.
Since I have this guitar.
Kind of like middle of
Traditional.
the road.
I don't mean. I played other custom shops, early 50s reissue custom shops that were just as awesome. You know, they all have little differences, but this is not like, oh my God, this is the only guitar that does that. It's just a really good one, and I could never ever let it go. But I have the pickups fairly high. They're pretty close to the strings.
That's a massive difference because when I changed pickups in my Tele, with my T-type, sorry, I put the same pickups, and but my setting, I'm so used to dialing in my Strat that I'd sing the pickups like way low.
And I was like, no, dude, you want to have them.
And
you know,
so, yeah, and that made a world of difference as well. So maybe you can try that, but if you do have an original 51, first up,
I'm not sure. I think it was a custom shop.
No, he's asking if your Tele is original. His 51 is not.
My 51 Nocaster. I mean, if it's an actual old one, I wouldn't mind it sounding different than this, to be honest.
Oh, okay. No, here's the translation. Oh, and Marcelo did a translation before as well. Okay,
oh,
cool.
Sorry.
Yeah. Your is your Telecaster all original? My 51 again. Is yours? Do you have a real 51?
Or is it a reissue?
And if so, like, do you like it really, or do you? Like,
do you just want to give it us?
Could you sell it at a fair price? Is my question.
Yeah, it is all original, but it's a reissue, so it's not a vintage one. It's a custom shop, but I didn't change anything on it. It's the way it arrived.
All the way in, it's no TARDIS, but it's pretty slick. Okay, so if you could choose between a 70, like a Chevy with a big block 454 or something like that, and a TARDIS, you would take the TARDIS, right? That just makes sense. Do we all agree on that? My TARDIS is a Type 81. Have you never seen Dr. Wait, I was going to say Doctor No.
Doctor Who.
And then I was like, Doctor Strange? No, the other one. Oh, God.
Dr. Someone.
Doctor No. Doctor Evil. Have you ever seen Doctor Evil and his TARDIS?
Yeah, I've seen more Doctor Evil than Doctor Who. I know about Doctor Who, but I've never, I've seen maybe one episode, maybe, and I liked it, and then I couldn't get all the other episodes, so I stopped watching.
That's
understandable. Well,
it's a lot.
It's a poor excuse, but... Yeah. Do you have anything else?
I have conclusions because, as I said, it's an amp that I like a lot, but now I'm somehow a lot more aware of its limitations, and it's going to be harder to just go with it. Because it's like
that's the problem with comparing stuff. That's why I ended up with such an expensive guitar.
I've always felt like it was a great amp, and every time I turn it all the way up, and maybe if we crank the volume on that, and it's gonna make some differences.
Oh yeah.
But this is.
It's also a different thing. We are playing alone now. If we had a drummer here, a bass player, keyboard player, and a singer, and you would only have those frequencies available that are not swallowed by all the other instruments and all the volume and everything, most of the things you are missing now from the small one would not be relevant, because all the beautiful rumble of a 4x12 is not going to help you to hear yourself at all.
And everyone's going to cut that.
I've played enough rectifiers on volumes which are not reasonable anymore because I still didn't hear myself, because that mid-range that would have been useful was just not in there. That's why I always put then a tube screamer in front of rectifiers to have some sort of an upper mid-range. That was the cherry on top of the cake. But that has all the right mid-range, which is maybe a little too narrow when you're playing alone. But as soon as there's a drummer and a singer screaming, that's just gonna be the thing that makes you hear something.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but I feel you. I feel you. If I had a chance, I would always go for a 2x12 combo or 2x12 cab. And we are still talking about Chevy Chevelles.
Well, a 69 Chevelle SS, that's hard to beat, except for an 86 Toyota, apparently.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
that he's definitely more into than I am. I'm not.
Now we're talking, man.
Biggest one.
I couldn't choose, honestly. If I had like a real nice tuned old Japanese car or a muscle car.
It's not even a question for me. Not even a question.
Depends. On a track, I would go Toyota 86 for sure. If it's a nice tuned one for a track. A muscle car on the roads, like standard roads. just cruising.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're cruising. Yeah. And then maybe burn some rubber as well,
maybe.
and like a little bit. Okay. Well, how would you conclude this comparison? What is your takeaway outside of if now that I've compared it, it's like
Yeah, of course, it's always mean. Yeah, you then always gravitate towards something that was more impressive.
Yes.
If you're playing at low volumes, it still makes sense to have a bigger, like an oversized 1x12, or maybe even a 2x12, because you don't have to crank it to make it sound fuller, right? It's just the size, the sheer size of the whole thing that moves air in a different way compared to a smaller cab with a smaller speaker. So I would definitely go for, like I use my oversized 1x12 cab at home. When I use something, I plug that in. If it's a bigger stage, then I would definitely go for a 2x12. I would maybe want to carry a 4x12 if I'm alone. If there's a crew building up this stuff, then yes, please.
Yeah.
But if I'm just taking my stuff in the trunk, 2x12 ahead, and I'm a happy person. So size can also be nice and functional at
Size
low
matters.
volumes.
Size matters. In the end, I didn't want to believe it. Like I went in so confident for this amp, and in the end, no, it does.
But if you're just worried about not being heard, don't bother, because that is going to do just the same amount of justice to your tone through a mic in a band mix as the biggest 4x12 or full stack. You're not going to be more loud. You're just going to have a different experience playing it on stage.
No, I agree. What he said. All right, bye.
Maybe. Okay, I'll just play a little something through the 4x12 because, let's give it some love at the end. And then I'll just pass on the signal to you. And,
no.
You finish up.
Wrap it up. People
And also
people love they like the Tele.
Well, it's a Tele. We are running a delay and a reverb into the crunchy Marshall, by the way. So we're doing it the Eddie Van Halen kind of way and the old school way, which is kind of cool and funky because the repeats and the whole decay gets distorted by the amp. And I really liked it. Are we?
I think you're in the full
we somewhere?
12 right now, and
that sounds right. Alrighty, so let's say goodbye.
yeah.
And then we'll just play ourselves out. You guys take it easy. Thank you so much for joining us. This was the nicest part of this Monday.
It was a good stream. I hope that was somewhat enjoyable, maybe a bit entertaining, and maybe just maybe you learned something today. But yeah, you take care. We'll see you very, very soon in another stream. Definitely within the next 2 days in another video or 4. And in the meantime, just take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, are you dropped still? Be careful.